Okay, hello everyone. This is the continuation of our topic about exponential function, finding the inverse or opposite of exponential function. So we have the logarithmic functions. Okay, we have here first the definition of terms. One-to-one functions pertains a function is one-to-one if no two ordered pairs in the function have the same second components. Relation a set of ordered pairs. The domain of a relation is the set of the first coordinates or the value of x. And the range is the set of the second coordinates or the value of y. And function is a relation in which each element of the domain corresponds to exactly one element of the range. So therefore there should be no the same value of the first element if it is a function. Okay? So let's proceed. So function has already inverse function, and exponential function has its logarithmic function as its inverse. So for example, we have log of y to the base b, log of y to the base b, that is how we read, equals x, if and only if b raised to x is equal to y, for b is greater than 0 and b should not be equal to 1. Okay? So a logarithmic is an exponent which b must have to produce y. In either equation, b is called the base and must be a positive number and not equal to 1. Okay? So b should not be equal to 1. For example, if b equals 1, so we have f of x equals 1 raised to x. So any number which has the base of 1 is still 1. There will be no changes. So therefore, b should not be equal to 1. Okay? So write each exponential logarithmic form. Exponential equation into logarithmic form. So we have 3 raised to 2 equals x, b, and c, and d. So let's have first the a, which is 3 raised to 2 equals x, means log of x to the base 3 equals 2. Or in 2 here, this part is the equal of the logarithmic of x to the base 3. So these are the exponents of the logarithm. And 3 is the base of the exponential equation and the base of the logarithmic function. So these are the base remains the same. So there will be no changes. And the x here is the value of here. So another example, so 81 equals 3 raised to x means log of 81 to the base 3 equals x. So wherein x is our exponent again. And that would be now we have x and 3 is our base. And we have here the value of 81 remain the same. Okay. Next we have 10 raised to negative 2 equals 0 and 100. Okay, so let's have the logarithmic of, that would be now logarithmic of 100, this one, and the base 10 is here, and then we have here the exponent which is negative 2, and that would be the equal or the right side of the logarithm, okay, which is negative 2. And last we have the ln e raised to y equals 9, means we have the value of e here is also 9, or that would be e, okay? And y is the exponent, that would be the equivalent of log 9. And 9 is still here, okay? So we have here write each logarithmic equation in exponential form. So vice versa. So we have first, as what we have done earlier, the base is here, which is 5. Always put that as the base. And after the equal sign is the exponent of the base, which is 4, equals x. Okay, followed by, for example, we have here, so therefore, that would be, if we're going to solve that, that would be the base is 2 raised to 6 equals 64. Okay, so that is 2 raised to 6 equals 64. Number 3, for example, okay, log of m to the base a equals 7. So our base is a, our exponent is 7, and we have equals m. Okay, and we have here last, x equals logarithmic of t to the base c means, so this is our base, which is c, and our exponent, which is here x, and the value of t is still the same. Okay, so the properties of logarithms. So we have the first property, which is wherein b is greater than 0 and b should not be equal to 1, as what we have discussed earlier. So the first property is the log of 1 to the base b equals 0, which means our base is b and our exponent is 0. So one of the properties of exponential function, wherein any number which has a 0 exponent equals 1. Another property of b here is the same as the value of the base is always 1. So example, we have here b raised to 1. So any number which has the exponent of 1 is the number. So that's why we have here the same b. Okay, and the third property, log of b raised to x over b equals, log of b to raised to x to the base b equals x, and using the inverse property, so we will have b raised to log of b raised to x. Okay, or log to x to the base b equals x. Okay, so we have to put it here behind the logarithm and get the log of x to the base b equals x. The inverse properties. Okay, and then we have here, if log of x to the base b equals log of y to the base b, then x equals y. So it means we have the same value, and we have x equals y, which is one-to-one property. And log of c to the base a equals log of c to the base b over log of a to the base b. Okay, so what's that? So then that would be now the division property, log of b to the base a equals 1 over log of a to the base b. Okay, so in the other location of base and exponent and exponential and logarithmic forms, we have the logarithmic form, which is x equals log of y to the base b, another location. So we will have here x as our exponent, log of y to the base b. Y is the result of the exponential form. Okay, so we have here the exponent b raised to x equals y. So this is another form of logarithmic and exponential form. Okay, so let's say we have y equals b raised to x, and the logarithmic function is x equals b raised to y. Okay, and the inverse function of f of x equals b raised to x is inverse function of x equals log of x to the base b, or y equals log of x to the base b. The inverse function of y equals log of x to the base b. Okay, so here in exponential function, still the value of e should not be equal to 1, and even in logarithmic functions. In the domain, all real numbers, all positive real numbers here in logarithmic form. Okay, the range, the value of y, all positive real numbers, and the range is all real numbers. So vice versa. If the domain here are all real numbers, in logarithmic, the range are all real numbers. And the range all positive real number, in the domain all positive real numbers. So vice versa. So horizontal asymptote is x-axis. This one, the horizontal asymptote is the value of x, and the vertical asymptote is the y-axis. Okay, so the intercept still the same. Y-intercept equals 1 and x-intercept is 1. And there is no x-intercept, there is no y-intercept. So these are the difference between exponential and logarithmic functions. Okay, the properties. Okay, example, evaluate each. So we have the same base. Okay, the same base. So we have here log of 7 to the base 7 equals 1 at our first property. Should be always 1. We're going to put that into exponential form, so that would be now 7 raised to 1 equals 7. So still the same. Log of 1 to the base b equals 0. So that would be example. For example, log of 1 to the base 8 is 0. We're going to put that into exponential function. That would be now 8 raised to 0 equals 1. So any number which has exponent of 0 is always 1. Then the next one, log of b raised to x to the base b equals x. So we conclude that, for example, we have here log of 7 raised to 8 to the base 7 is equal to 8. How does it mean? So if we're going to convert that into exponential form, so we have 7 raised to 8 and equal to, okay, equals to 7 raised to 8 also. So they are the same. Next, we have because, for example, b raised to the log of b raised to log of x to the base b equals x, we conclude that 3 log of 15 to the base 3 equals 15. If we're going to transform that into exponential form, so we have the value of exponent, which is 15, and 3 is our logarithm. 3 is our base. Okay, so that would be now log of 3, log of 15 to the base 3, so equals 15. Okay, so that would be now 3 raised to 15 equals 3 raised to 15. Okay, so that would be now the value. And we have here exercise. It's your turn to answer. Just pause the video to copy the given activity. That's it, and thank you.